The Akashic Records.
Part 2.
And dictators die. Those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. Of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. In you the people have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite.
Was to make my grandfather proud, so I'ma do it with this track and represent him loud. And yeah, I tried the best with the cards that I was dealt. I used to roam these streets with drugs stashed in my belt. I got kicked out of school and then dashed out of college, but that never stopped the cat from gaining pure knowledge. I studied myself and learnt the ways of the roads, and the violence in my house made me want to explode. I did a lot of things wrong, I did a lot of things right, and every time someone tried it I was ready to fight. It's like all I ever wanted was to be accepted, so imagine how it felt when I got rejected. I still don't blame my dad or the temper that he had, and I don't regret a single thing, cause I learned and I'm glad. One of a different kind, God broke the mold, but sometimes out here it sure feels cold.
It's so cold in the streets, it's so cold anywhere that you go. cold, 'cause it's cold, 'cause it's cold, 'cause it's cold, and I'm cold.
It's like all I ever wanted was to make my mother proud, so I'ma do it with this track and represent it loud. Because my mother worked all of her life and still does, and not once did she complain how hard this shit was. 3 years ago I got myself into uni, and yes, I held it down like a soldier on duty. From day my father said that I was destined to fail, I turned my life around from being headed to jail. I've got my degree and other qualifications, boycotted graduation, bun dressing up like Masons. I remember making this plan in my flat that I would uplift the people through my art and rap. Here I am on my path, no turning back, this is the new cap, but a different angle of attack. One of a different kind, God broke the mold, but sometimes out here, yeah, it sure feels cold.
It's so cold in the streets, it's so cold anywhere that you go. Somebody take me to another place, a place where it ain't so cold. 'Cause it's cold, 'cause it's cold, and I'm cold. 'Cause it's cold, 'cause it's cold, 'cause it's cold, and I'm cold. 'Cause it's cold.
They're not being disruptive because they're bad. They're being disruptive because they're bored. So I said if you could single them out and give them a project just for themselves, something to focus on, something to do. Is that even if you give them something to tear apart and put back together again, you're channeling their energy in a creative way. This is one thing that the people have to understand. These are kids who are different than the ones that have come before. They're coming in with a tremendous amount of knowledge, and they learn things extremely fast. This is why the teachers are going to have to learn to understand this. I've spoken at conferences about educating the educators because they don't understand these new children. So this is why they become bored and disruptive. And they should never, never be put on drugs because this is hampering their abilities.
Sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, and truth seeking to me was like an addiction. To know the root of all things was an obsession, and I never went a day without learning a lesson. Listen to your heart and follow the signs, and never be afraid to speak your mind, because things come clearer when you wipe the mirror. And this life can be so cold it makes me shiver, but it can be so warm all at the same time. And whatever the weather, the Capri sun still shine. Energy goes where attention flows, and I love my life and the path that I chose. Whatever you cling to, you shall surely lose, and destiny depends upon the path that you choose. We are not here to take, we are here to give and experience every possible outcome while we live. sexism, racism or murder. Nah, I bring you light because I am the light worker. My aim is to assist my people and advance, and I'm still underground like the caves of France. The sacred knows how to feel with the heart, and the flower of life is the creator's art. And my first mixtape was beyond their comprehension, and the second one's deep like the fifth dimension. My soul isn't angry and my soul isn't religious. My soul isn't wicked and my soul isn't suspicious. My soul isn't jealous and my soul isn't hateful. In fact, if I'm honest, yeah, my soul is quite grateful. If you forgot what love is, allow me to remind you. Love is the power that is constantly behind you. True love is always seeking to find you. Love is not a gift or a present, love is inside you.